a strong enough word for how I view that team. I think it's more of a collective, we're going to punk you type attitude, and I love it about it. Like, I love that about Alabama right now. Just not just Petty or Herb Jones or Shackelford. Man, it's all of them. But that's who they are. Everybody's chasing Alabama.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Nate Oats Show. Along with the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, I'm Chris Stewart. Our show brought to you by Tri-Green Equipment. And, Coach, I didn't do the introduction properly. It's the 8th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. For the fans, it's got a really nice ring to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice for our players, too, just to be rewarded for, what they've done and what they put in. But it doesn't have a whole lot to do with whether we're going to win or lose the next game. So, other than getting the other team more ready to play, maybe.
That's true. Well, it certainly got Kentucky ready to play. We'll talk more about the matchup with the Cats a little bit later on. That was your first game as a top 10 team. But the one that really helped propel you into that top 10 was this game against Mississippi State.
Yeah, you know what? Not one of the prettier games we played. I thought they did a really good job defending us. You see Herb getting out. Herb played well. We just fell a little out of sync offensively. We still ended up with, I think, 5 guys in double figures, shot over 40% from 3. So wasn't a bad outing. Had a few too many turnovers, but Herb, you can kind of see Herb limping around there. He banged his back up pretty good. He's still hurting from it in the next game, but Primo kept up his hot shooting. First time he shot it well at home. He'd been shooting it really well on the road at Auburn, at LSU, so I think he ended up 4 or 5 from 3 this game, if I remember. The ball moved pretty well. He hit some shots, so nice when you keep him going. He's gotten a lot more confidence going in himself and, looking good. And I think Herb went 2 or 4. He went 4 or 5, if I remember right. Petty wasn't bad.
As we're about to see right here.
Yeah, I mean, I think Petty struggled a little bit early. He hit a big one late in the game, but, still ended up hitting 4 threes. So we got enough offense to get the win. I thought our defense kind of really won it. Petty's been one of our better defenders this year too, but called one off the glass there. I think this is the play. I thought Quinterly and him did a really good job playing the clock smart late in the game there. So good to see us closing the game late when it was close and winning a tight one late in the game. Shackelford got going, especially there in the second half. We needed him to pick it up, but Shaq was really good in the second half against Kentucky too. So we needed him. We needed all the guys' production really that night, but we needed to win some close ones. This was the first one. Obviously, Kentucky was a lot closer than maybe we'd have liked, but I think it's given us some guys some confidence that we can win close games. One
of 2 phenomenal stat lines that we'll talk about on this week's show, Coach, for Herbert Jones, 17, 7, and 5. Huge numbers.
Yeah, I mean, be shocked if he doesn't end up with a triple-double at some point this year with just how he's able to do a little bit of everything. Right. We're running offense through him a lot, and he's rebounding the ball well. And as good as we're shooting it as a team, and how well he can pass, hopefully you get to those 10 assists. The points and the rebounds you should be able to get. I mean, he's gotten those more than a handful of times. So, but no, he's playing well. I mean, he plays hurt. I mean, his back's really banged up, super swollen, stiff from that fall he took in that game, and kind of warriored up and played well against Kentucky, even though you could tell he wasn't 100%. I mean, he's limping around out there and still was pushing a triple-double.
Well, I shortchanged him on the stat line because I only talked about the 17 points, the 7 assists, and the 5 rebounds. He also gave you 37 minutes, 3 block shots, 4 steals. That's part of what we'll see as we take a look at the highlights.
Yeah, they are right now putting everybody on notice. If you haven't heard, you better get ready. Maybe you'll have a better chance the second time around you play Alabama, because that first time, you're going to be shell-shocked.
Swings it out near lane. Primo 3. Good. Herb throws it down. Outrunning the defense. Primo is good.
Supreme out in charge. Never low with the energy. They're shooting at the stars because they wish they could be me.
Side 3, bottom. Good to get him cooking. He's hit a couple.
Primo, nice up and under move. It's over the shot blocking to do.
15-footer good by Keon Ambrose Hilton.
Rejected by Herbert Jones. What a block.
Herbert Jones rattles in the 80-3. Back to Petty. All alone. 3. Huge make for the senior. Dog game!
Congrats, man. Like you guys are playing well.
Coach, when you come off of a win, such as the one against Mississippi State, you see your team ranked in the top 10, you're facing a squad that you've already beaten once, just 2 weeks earlier by 20, it would be natural to be concerned with a squad being overconfident. But given the fact that it was Kentucky, I don't think you had to worry about that element too much, did you?
No, you know what? I thought our guys came out ready to play. The beginning of the game was pretty good. I thought we jumped on them. Then I did think we let up a little bit. You know, I thought we could have buried them out of the gate, and I think we had 7 turnovers in the first 10 minutes of the game, which we need to cut that out. Our defense, we were pretty good early, but we had a couple mistakes that gave them some easy buckets. They got a dunk for their first bucket off some mistakes we made. So I just felt like we weren't quite as crisp as we've been, but it is Kentucky. They've got talented players. We did come out ready, kind of jumped on them early, but I thought we could have buried them in the first 10, 12 minutes of that game, and we didn't. And then when you let them hang around, shoot, they end up with a 2-point lead with just over 4 minutes to go in this game. So we kind of had to scrap and claw our way back into this one.
Shaq, a huge game, 21 points, but it's those type plays, Coach, that he's added to his ball game, what he did on defense in the glass.
Yeah, his defense is so much better this year, and he's just, you know, he's a better playmaker. His overall game has gotten so much better from his freshman year. Like, we're more balanced in scoring, but he himself, as a basketball player, defense, offense, playmaking, decision-making, he's so much improved.
Coach, we referenced Herb in the last game, but here's another stat line of 13 points, 9 boards, 8 assists. Man, 2 blocks, 2 steals just to finish things off for him.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell he's moving the ball well. I hope he can end up with a triple-double at some point this year. Kind of that holy grail, but shoot, he was close this game, and that was when he wasn't at full speed. And with Kentucky trying to slow everything down and limit our possessions, you know, if there had been more possessions in the game, he probably gets it. But he's close, man. He's playing well. He's moving the ball well. He's finding open guys. He's rebounding. He did all this with a pretty bad bruise on his back.
How about Juwan Gary, Coach, and what he gave you off the bench?
It was big. We don't win the game without Juwan. And we had to play him at the 5, too. You know, he's a little undersized. You know, we don't have Bruner. Hopefully we can get Bruner back here in a couple of weeks. But, you know, and Reese banged up that night, too. So we moved Juwan to the 5 and played well. What basketball's going on, huh?
Look, 2,000 people is all that you're allowed. But good grief, did they make noise?
Oh, they were great. At the end of that game, when we needed them to, when we had to come back, you know, when we were down, was it 62, 54 maybe? Or no,
Yeah, you're down
52, 54. Yeah, we were down 2 with just over 4 minutes to go, and we went on a 10-0 run, and the crowd got into it. They were pretty good. They were great, actually.
Balanced, just not the level of scoring you're accustomed to for your squad, but yet found a way to get it done on the defensive end.
Yeah, I thought our defense won us this game, and then obviously we executed enough late. You know, when we got down 2, we went on a 10-0 run as soon as we got down 2, and I think we ended the game on an 18-5 run, if I remember right. So, you know, we had 5 stops in a row right out of the gate there, kind of where we opened it up, and then they got a couple buckets there in the last 30 seconds. But, you know, our guys are learning how to win. Even when we didn't play well, we only hit 6 threes that game, 6 of 20. Kentucky's defense was good. They limited our three-point attempts, and, you know, we got to the free throw line, made our free throws, got stops when we needed to. We were even on the glass with them, and so without Bruner and with Reese and Rojas limited, you know, with Wani playing minutes at the 5, I thought to be even on the glass with them was pretty good.
First time in 32 years, Alabama to get a season sweep in 2 games against the Kentucky Wildcats. And as we go all access, we show you more of that.
Our guys are older, veteran guys that know how to win and learning how to win.
Kicks it out, Reese. Right corner. Bottom. Bama whips a pass inside. The pass, a bullet.
Assist again for Herb Jones.
Fed it off inside. Petty for the flush.
thank the crowd. I thought everybody that showed up with a ticket was pretty loud. We needed them.
Quinterly at 2, bottom. The Shaq lays it up and got it to go. Cut off, stop. No pass. Ellis for the flush. Askew goes down the lane, blocked out of there. Bama wins it, 70-59.
But this is everybody's group. You guys that were on the bench that didn't play at all, talk was great, energy was great. You guys that didn't play great tonight, you talked, you were into it. This is a team game, okay? That's why we're 9-0 right now.
Coach Antoine Petway, look, his title's not the hype coach, but he could be for your squad.
I wasn't in the locker room for this. I missed all this action. He didn't give me a chest bump like that. I guess players win the games, though, so you got to pump them up, right, Chris?
Understand, indeed. One of those players that helped you win the game we're going to hear from in just a moment. But right now, let's go from Coach Petway's chatter with the team to the social media chatter and see what they were saying. How about this one? SEC Network, man. Nice comparison right there. It's a good thing.
The one on the left was undefeated in, well, I guess they only had SEC play this year, didn't they? I was going to say,
right.
He was undefeated in non-conference, too. I guess he went undefeated the whole year. So he's got a few big rings on me, too. A few of the national championship ones. But it's nice being the same.
But the fans, at least one, is ready to declare it
we're a basketball
school.
Yeah, I like it. I mean,
two.
We're a football school. Yeah, maybe add the 2 to it.
And
TOO.
Or you could go among others, because you got a bunch of teams ranked in the top 25 right now from the University of Alabama. John Rothstein continuing with the theme, keep winning, you keep getting the reference.
Apparently that's it. I'm gonna have to watch the movie at some point. I don't even know. Is that the name of the movie?
My Cousin Vinny is indeed the name of the movie.
Okay.
We'll watch that in March.
There we go.
Maybe April. Maybe April. Let's do that instead. Ken Pom, 3 of Alabama's last 4 games held the opponent to their lowest offensive rating of the season. Again, a testament to the defense.
Yeah, defense is playing well. Charlie runs our defense. Charlie made sure he showed that tweet to Petway, who runs our offense. You know, they got a little in-staff competition going. So I'm pulling for them both to get in the top 10. We've been in and out of there defensively. I don't know if we've hit the top 10 on offense. We're close. We're both in the top 15 at this point right now. So we got to get them both in the top 10.
I play hard every possession, you know, give my all every possession 100%. But I feel like my strength by being athletic, you know, rebounding the ball, you know, just being a great teammate. A lot of people think it's weird, but I don't like strawberries, watermelon, or like any type of like fruit like that really. Like it's weird, but like it's a song called Weak by SWV. It's a very old song. Like it's not like a song you're supposed to turn to, but it's actually a slow jam. I listen to that song before every game. I don't know why. It get me to the mode like just be laid back, you know, to get my confidence before the game starts. Just playing, man. I missed a whole year. I was so hurt, you know, being down from my knee injury. You know, just sitting on the sideline watching my team just going out and play. I feel like this year is gonna be a very fun year. I feel like we got a lot of players contribute, you know, to the team. You know, have a great record. But I feel like it's gonna be a fun year this year.
Obviously, that was done in the preseason because it has been a fun year so far. And Coach, I got to tell you, part of the radio crew, the thing that COVID has cost us is being able to travel with you guys and be around your kids and learn more about them and enjoy their personalities a little bit. We got a taste of that there.
We got a great group of guys, but I learned stuff from this. What's Weak by SW? That was when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I get so weak in the knees. I'm going to have to sing that for Jawan, right? Like, I can't believe that's his pregame playlist.
We can make more time for that very, very soon. Jawan was big time.
No, he's been playing great for us. Like I said before, if we don't have him in the Kentucky game, we don't win. You know, if you look at his defensive leverage numbers, our defense is a lot better when he's in. He's active, he's long. You know, and his attitude's been great. He didn't play a lot early. He just got cleared maybe a week of the first game, so he didn't get that whole summer, fall, able to play with everybody. So he's still getting into playing shape, playing condition. I mean, when you don't play basketball for over a year, you lose a lot of that type of stuff. So really happy for him. His attitude's been great all year, too.
All right, Coach, when we come back, we've been talking about your team's games, but the games we play on this show, a lot of fun, too. We got a new one. Who said that? We'll tell you when we come back. All right. Game showtime.
Who comes up with these games?
This is all Aaron Hepp, and it is absolute gold. We're starting it. Who said that is the name of the show. Who said it? Nate Oats or Wimp Sanderson? The University of Alabama is special. It's everything we thought it would be and more. Who said that?
I think I said that.
I think that's a Nate Oats quote
There you
as
go.
well. That's rather money. You ready for this one? Nate Oats or Albert Einstein? Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value.
That was Einstein.
There's no question, because you've never said strive not in your life. Next one, Nate Oats or Bill Belichick? Mental toughness is doing the right thing for the team.
That's a Belichick quote.
That's very good. Nate Oats or Nick Saban? If you talk about winning the national championship down the road, that takes away from the focus from the game you have tomorrow.
I just said that last week, I think. That's me.
It's really good. Nick Saban probably thought it. This one should be easy. Nate Oats or Britney Spears? I've been on the phone, I think, 20 of 24 hours the last 3 days.
I might have said that back at Buffalo. I'm going to go with me.
Yeah. She said, oops, I did it again. Let's go. Nate Oats or LeBron James? I like a little pressure on me.
I said that.
You did indeed.
Yeah, I remember when I said that.
Yeah.
I take some heat for what I say sometimes, but usually I remember it.
Nate Oats or Muhammad Ali? I don't have to be what you want me to be.
That's a Muhammad Ali quote.
That's exactly right. You said float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, didn't you?
Yeah.
Thought that.
Not in reference to me, though.
Nate Oats or Bob Knight? How about we get a whole team of dudes willing to take that charge?
That was me, I think.
That was you. Bob Knight said, watch how far I can fling this chair. All right. Good
That's pretty
stuff.
Good, Aaron. I got 100% on that.
You
Hey,
did.
by the way, are we going to do the cleanup? Because I got the ambidextrous one right. I checked on that. Primo is ambidextrous.
Well, make sure you get season points at the end of the year.
Yeah, and I got that right.
That's
Shaq is,
retro.
and Primo is, and I believe John Petty is. John Petty writes with his left hand.
Who are we to argue with you?
I made sure I checked. I thought I knew my guys pretty well.
You know them pretty well. We're going to see how well you know what's coming up next right after this. Denny Chimes, one of the beautiful landmarks at the University of Alabama. Overcast day somewhat on this particular day where that's being filmed, but man, bright sunshine for Alabama when you're playing like your team is. But now, Coach, you got to go on the road and step out of conference for a matchup against a ranked Oklahoma team.
And they're good. They're really good. I mean, they're sound, well coached. Coach Kruger's been a great coach for a long time, knows what he's doing. They've got talent. They're as hot as we are almost. I mean, they've kind of figured out how they want to play. So it's going to be a tough game. We're going to have to play a lot better than we did the last two games to get a win at Oklahoma. But if we can get the win, it'll really set us up. I mean, it'll help our whole resume out quite a bit moving forward. So great opportunity. We've got a lot to play for in that game, and hopefully our guys come ready to go.
That's Saturday morning, and then next Wednesday, it'll be the rematch with LSU, and I got a feeling the Tigers will be ready for you in that one.
Yeah, my guess is they're not going to let us hit 23 threes. I don't think we want to rely on making 23 threes again either, but that was fun when we did it. But no, we're going to have to be ready to go. I think all the times when we played somebody first and, beat Kentucky by 20, they were a lot more ready to go.
Sure.
Beat LSU by a pretty good margin. I think they're going to be a lot more ready to go. So our guys are going to have to realize that, and they're going to have to bring it. They're going to have to add something to our game as well, or they're not going to all go the way we want them to go.
We look forward to it. Good luck to you this week and weekend, Coach, as well. We'll look forward to seeing you right here next time on the Nate Oats Show.
This has been a presentation from Learfield IMG College.